Hello everyone, welcome to Data Science Simple. My name is Sebastian. Today we will be talking about functions in Python. But before we do so, remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel. Also visit datasciencesimple.com where you'll find other material and resources that are going to be helpful to you in your path of becoming a data scientist. Also, one more thing before I forget, we're gonna go over a notebook. The notebook can be found in the Data Science Simple repo, so clone it. Now, functions. So, think about functions as little machines that you put things inside. Then the machine does some work, some task on these things that you're putting inside, and then returns something to you. All right? Now, let's jump into a notebook. Alright, so let's start with a simple function. In Python, you define a function by doing def space and the name of your function. In our case, the name is going to be print sentence. Then you do open close parenthesis colon. The next line needs to have indentation. That tells Python that everything at this level will be part of the function. In our case, this function is just going to print to screen the sentence hello data science simple, and then it's going to return none or nothing. So to call the function, you just call its name open close parenthesis. In this case, we're passing nothing to the function. So we run it and we get the sentence hello data science simple print to screen. All right, now you can pass arguments to functions, and these arguments can be whatever you want. They can be strings, numbers, or any other object. We're going to start with two simple examples where we pass numbers and strings. So let's take a look at this function right here. It's called computex3. It's taking a variable x, then makes a variable y equal to x to the power of 3 and then returns y. When we call it, in this line of code right here, we're passing the number 10. Therefore, we should get 1000 back, right? Now, let's take a look at this second example where we define a function called construct sentence. This function is taking two arguments. One is going to be called CarMake and the second one is color. Those two are going to be strings. Then here a string is created and is equal to the string iDrive a, then whatever you're passing for color, plus a blank space, plus whatever you're passing for CarMake, and then the sentence is returned. So when we call it, passing Honda and blue, we get, I need to run this cell of code so Python knows the function. And then we call it, and we get, I drive a blue Honda. All right, let's move to default arguments. The idea behind a default argument is that you're gonna tell Python the name of your function, you're going to tell the variables that need to be passed, but also you're going to tell Python, look, if the user don't pass this argument, just make it equal to this value. And here I have an example where I show you how that's done. So here I'm constructing a function that is called construct new sentence. And the function is going to take the variable food and is going to take the variable when. And here I'm telling Python, look, in case the user doesn't pass anything for when, just make it equal to every day. Then here I construct the sentence, and here I return the sentence. So if the user just call the function by passing one argument, in this case pizza, the function is going to return the string I eat pizza every day. However, if the user passes pizza and tells Python, now I want when to be equals to on Tuesdays, we get I eat pizza on Tuesdays. Pretty cool, right? All right, now let's move to the last part of the notebook. And there are a couple of things that I want to mention. One is that a function can call another function, and there's no problem in that. For example, here, I'm defining a new function that is called put together sentences. And here we are calling the two functions that we created before to create a new string and then return it down here. This is a very simple function that when you run it, just returns the sentence, I drive a black Toyota and I eat burgers every day. Now, the other thing that I want to mention is that when a variable is created inside a function, it only lives inside the function. For example, here I have this variable initial. If I were to call that variable outside the function, here I will get an error. Take a look. Alright, so we are reaching to the very end of the notebook, and the last thing that I have for you are docstrings. So docstrings are a way for the person that writes the function to let the user know what the function is about. Usually, people put general description of the function, and they put what are the inputs and what are the outputs. And you create a docstring in the following way. When you write your function, just after the column, you open with 3 quotation marks and then your documentation. And when you are done, you finish with 3 quotation marks. Now, the way that the user accesses this sentence or whatever you put in the docstring is the following. You call the function, but instead of putting the open close parentheses and inside every argument that the function takes, you just put dot underscore underscore doc underscore underscore. All right, guys, that is the very basic concepts behind functions. I hope you like this video, and I'll talk to you soon.